Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
It is a bit of fun when a family member or a friend brings home a new partner, isn't it? And you dissect them. When they leave the room, you sort of sit down and you have a bit of a chat together, don't you?
It's awful when you are that person because you do know that as soon as you've met them and then you leave the room, there's the kind of like, even if it's just the raised eyebrows or the do you like her?
I told you about the guy one time. My sister brought him round for dinner one time and we hadn't met him before, and God, we're halfway through our mains and he told a story about how he was circumcised and then it was buried in the backyard.
No, we didn't.
Dad put his knife and fork down. And should have seen the tree that grew, but...
He got so nervous. He got so nervous he didn't know what to say, and I'm sure as those words were coming out of his mouth, he's like, what am I doing? I've done the circumcision thing. What?
How long did Kate date Ivan Milat for?
Oh, you can't make Ivan Milat stories. He lives near me in Campbelltown.
Did he really? Let's move on from that.
So a woman was left mortified after her brothers gave her ex-boyfriend a brutal and disapproving nickname. She was 20 years of age. Doesn't help when she brings home a 40-year-old bloke to meet the family.
Well, age shouldn't matter.
She really liked him, but after 3 months, she had to break up with him after she was sick of everyone calling him Old Man River.
Old Man River.
It's kind of funny. Families are so annoying.
I love that.
She said, I broke up with him and I only dated men my own age after that. I just couldn't deal with it anymore. It was such an ick to hear that nickname. Every time I brought him into their lives, he would just say the words Old Man River.
Old Man River.
I told you about Kristen, the girl that I was seeing in Sydney, and then I got traded to Adelaide, and I started a long-distance relationship, Kate. And I thought, okay, let's do this. She was a bit iffy about it, and I said, no, well, let's just try a long-distance relationship. 1 week later, she was seen at East Gardens at the movies with another guy. So she got the nickname Pearl Harbor because that's the movie that she was seeing at the time, and she left behind a trail of destruction.
My
I
sister
love it. Can I just say one thing, Fitzy? If you want to attempt a long-distance relationship and one of you is iffy about it, which is the way you described it, it's best not to try.
Yeah.
My sister dated another guy who was short, who hid around the door, and Dad found him one time when he'd snuck into the house. So he was just referred to as the sneaky wrestler. He was the sneaky wrestler. He didn't last long either.
But brutal nicknames for partners. Kate and Manly, what do you got for us, Kate?
Hello, Kate.
Got chicken legs.
Oh, no.
Legs. And who is that?
Now my fiance.
Oh, how does he go with being called chicken legs? Does he have a bit of a laugh, Kate, or is he over it?
It's sort of worn off now, but it was definitely put him in his place when he first was introduced to the family.
Oh, last time he wears shorts?
Yeah, hey, Steggles coming for dinner.
Oh, that's good.
Leanne in Campbelltown, what was the nickname, Leanne?
It was Trash Can.
Oh, Trash Can?
Yep.
Why?
It was my son's ex-girlfriend, and my youngest son just thought she was trashy, and he's like, geez, Trash Can.
Oh, no.
Did the brother ever find out? Did your son find out that the nickname was there, Leanne?
He found out, and we still talk about it to this day, and I'm talking 15 years later, we still refer to her as Trash Can. She has not changed.
I went out with
she's
this
still
girl.
around.
I went out with this girl who turned up with a fluffy hat on once, and the rest of the family called her Skin the Cat. She was known as Skin the Cat, and still is known as Skin the Cat.
Because it looked like a skinned cat on her head. Why did she wear a fluffy hat?
I don't know.
Where did you live? Russia?
It was cold.
Adam in Peakhurst, what's the nickname, Adzi?
Morning, guys. We used to call our sister's ex the pothole because at parties you'd do everything to avoid him.
No. Was he that bad, Adam, was he?
He was terrible. It was just the one-word answers. You'd ask how the holiday went. Any great? You must have some great stories to tell from 6 weeks overseas. No.
Oh, what a pest. What a pothole. Can ruin your car and your night out.
Leanne in Panania, what did you call your sister-in-law, Leanne?
We used to call her the rash
Oh,
Why the rash?
because no matter how hard you tried, you could never get rid of her.
Have you got rid of her now after all these years, Leanne?
Yes.
when she left, did you break
Sorry,
the...
it should have been rid of him because some was her partner, her boyfriend.
Right. So when they left, was it okay, or did you tell them that the nickname was the Rash? Do you reveal the
No.
nickname?
Her brothers were very brutal. They used to tell him all the time.
I mean, you can have these as sort of you can have in the background, can't you?
Tommy, what
You
about
just
the
Look,
can't
they
let them
are
know.
funny, though, aren't they, when you know you're all talking about the same person.
know.
But it is a bit
Tommy,
mean.
you went out with a girl and you used to call her Sinead O'Connor. Remember that?
Oh,
Why was that?
No, well, she shaved her head
Oh, that's
unexpectedly.
right.
Yes,
Unexpectedly.
yes. So,
Because you used to come in and go, things aren't good with Sinead.
yeah,
And you'd go, it's been 7 hours. And...
yeah. It wasn't
7
it
hours
wasn't for
too long.
charity, because if you did it for charity, that's awesome.
Yeah.
She just did it either. I don't know. She wasn't joining the army. It
Don't
wasn't.
start on your head.
Maybe
rid of
she
me.
just, it was hot.
It does look
Very
hot. It
hot.
looked hot on Sinead O'Connor and Natalie Portman.
And how long
in
did you
V for
last
Vendetta.
after the shaved? Shaved head.
That sort of broke us up, I think.
Right, that was sort of the moment.
Was it
that
a
was the
sign?
moment in the yeah. But
But
shout
at
out
least
to
you didn't wake up in the middle of the night with her shaving your head.
No, probably would have preferred that. So he didn't
I
look
mean,
like,
what's strange?
so he didn't look like a grandma.
Tommy with a shaved head would look amazing.
You have to have a good head.
You've got one, Tommy.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, you're on the Rovers Red Room. You could be at the Kid Leroy.
What are you saying? He should not shave it?
Oh no! Sorry, that was not passing judgment on your head.
Thank you. Well, I take all feedback on board.
That's okay, Tom. Come up next, guys.
Thanks, pothole.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.